Alright. AerieDrawsHorror is gonna be fully honest in this interview. Alright. Are you happy right now? Um, Not really. I just drew a picture, right? And it was a pretty funny one, but also kind of dark. And I saved it. Like, I was sure that I had saved it to my hard drive, and then I like my computer crashed and I had to restart it. And then when I restarted it, the image was corrupted. And now I'm just sad cuz like I know that I'm the only one who'll ever remember that picture. And it's sad cuz I don't know. I've I've done a lot of progress today, but I still wanted to publish that picture. I wanted people to actually look at it. What's your
Was
favorite anime?
kind of
Right now,
revolutionary,
I've
but
been
anyways,
watching Attack on Titan and it's been amazing. But I have to say, my favorite anime is definitely ReZero. What's your favorite movie? I like Blade Runner 2049. I think it's pretty good. What inspires you to draw? My books, my characters, my stories, like the stories I have to tell. If it, if I wasn't a writer, I would have, ended myself a long time ago. So, pretty much what keeps me alive is my art. And that's why I keep on making art because, I don't have an audience, alright? So, the things that keep me going are literally the characters I've created, right? Like they're sort of the source of all this energy I have towards drawing, and I wish there was something else moving me forward, but currently that's all. And I hope that changes soon, before I pass away. Have you ever fallen in love with someone? Uh, yeah, several people actually. I'm sort of like, I googled it up, and it's yeah, okay, so I just googled it up, and basically I am what's called an alloromantic or a zedromantic, which is like it just means that I'm overly romantic. Like I'm constantly falling in love with people just cuz they're nice to me, which means I'm constantly falling in love with people. So yeah, I've fallen in love with several people, more than I can count, which is weird. I don't know why that is, but yeah, I think I don't know. I don't know if it's like a trauma thing that or like a coping mechanism for like lack of love in my childhood maybe, or teenage years, salad days, whatever. I'm not sure. Ever had a pet? I've had several pets. I've had 8 pets, 4 dogs and 4 fish. It was pretty fun to take care of the fish, but they all died in days. Like in a week, all of them were dead for different reasons. Some would eat too much, some wouldn't eat as much, and they would just die. I was a terrible fish owner, and I recognized that. Whereas having dogs, they were all pretty alright. I raised them alright. My father abandoned my first dog because it was crying a lot and he wanted to sleep. So he took it away and ditched it in some street, and I never saw that dog again. But yeah, I never saw that dog again, and this memory haunts my life like forever. I'll never forget it. They did the same with Psycho, another dog I had, and they replaced them with Bobby, which was a poodle. Psycho himself was a he was like a stray dog, a mix of a poodle with a pit bull. Yeah, a pit bull. Favorite food? My favorite food is probably cheese. I really like cheese. Yeah, just like to put it inside of bread and eat it. Sometimes I eat it raw. Why do you have a pig representing you? Pigs are generally my favorite color, which is pink. They're really like wild and funny and cute, and I just love them. My favorite animal, you know. I don't know, I just really like them, and I think that having them to represent me is more befitting than, I don't know, having a dog represent me. Cause I'm not that into dogs. I'm really into pigs though. Really like pigs. And one day I just wanna, you know, live in a farm, have pigs, take care of them and die alongside them so they can eat my corpse. Favorite sweet? Jam. Just any kind of jam. Put it inside the bread and you have a sandwich, a jam sandwich. And I love jam sandwiches. I just ate one in the morning. It felt so good. I made banana jam. It's so good. Oh my gosh. All right. So, I'm already getting hungry, so let's get to it, right? How has living in a shelter influenced your art? Well, I can't say really because I haven't really, like, it doesn't seem like my art has changed at all. I don't think it has become more mature. Maybe it has become funnier. Maybe, I don't know. I can't tell really. I just came back from the shelter and it was like, all right, the same quality of art that I had before. I've been drawing perfectly fine after it. If you could interview an artist, who would that be? Well, Todd McFarlane for sure. He's been interviewed countless times now, but I'd like to ask him questions that nobody has asked. And since I'm a big fan of his, I think I could do that flawlessly. I'm a pretty good like interviewer, I guess. I could ask him revolutionary questions. I mean, it'd be really cool to ask him a lot of stuff. I have a lot of questions for him. One question that I would ask him would be, what's his favorite comic book of all time? I'm pretty sure I know the answer for that, but I don't think the audience knows. And if he has a favorite manga as well, I don't think the audience knows the answers to these questions. So I think it'd be interesting to ask them. And what is next for Soulbound after its soon to happen publication? Well, I am going to be working on a series called Unlawful. It's a detective series. It's about two characters. They both go on their ways to bring forth justice to detective cases, They investigate crimes and whatnot, and there's like powers involved as well. A lot of magic in it. A different power system than Soulbound, because it takes place in a different continent, Europe to be exact. It's gonna be really fun because it's gonna be a longer story, and it's gonna be released in chapters. It's gonna be a series that takes a while. It will take a while to complete, maybe a year to complete if I stay consistent, which I'll most likely do if I see like an audience behind the chapters, people and like followers and whatnot, all of that good stuff, while I keep on uploading new chapters. Then I'll get like energy, like enough energy to break out of burnout and release things quicker, right? Yeah, I'm really excited for Unlawful. It's gonna be an insane manga. It's gonna be an absurdly good manga. I know the characters quite well. I'm really tired of writing and drawing Soulbound. I could really go for a break and just work on Unlawful right now, but I just can't. I gotta work on Soulbound. That's why I've been popping out countless pages recently, just because I wanna finish it quickly. I'm still like 85% done with Soulbound. I wish I was 100% done with it and could just publish it today, but times is against us. But we can go against it too. What's something nice you can say about Crazy After All, your first published manga? Well, something nice I can say several nice things about my manga. It gets across a lot of points. How raising your child the way you think it's the right way, the correct way, isn't always the correct way, and can lead to severe problems in their childhood, in their adult life even. A lot of these ways that parents treat their kids or raise their kids are trauma inducing, and they should be careful with their actions and whatnot. Like, it tells you that you should be nicer to people, like more respectful, because things can take a turn. In 5 years, where do you see yourself achieving? I don't know. I just hope that I can get an income out of all of this stuff I'm making. If your arc came alive, which character would you want to meet up with? Of all the characters I've created, there are characters that aren't published yet and aren't even drawn yet, only written, and those are the characters I want to meet up with. I think it'd be interesting to meet up with a character of mine, which is the main character of Soulbound. Would be really interesting, but he would want to kill me because I've put him through quite the suffering right now. But I definitely like to meet up with Blind Spot. Blind Spot is a character who's like, y'all aren't gonna see anything from Blind Spot ever in the next year or two because I'll be making Unlawful by then. She is a character that only appears in the third story of my trilogy series. Soulbound is the first of the trilogy, and so Blind Spot is not gonna be seen anytime soon. But, well, she's a pretty interesting character. She has a really interesting personality. Ah, fuck. I don't want to tell, like, spoilers and shit. Okay, I'll tell some spoilers. She has a split personality, and it's fun, it's not gonna be known when it's released, when the chapters are released. They won't really understand that she has a split personality. At least that's what I'm striking for. But yeah, she's a really interesting character. She can be really aggressive, she can be really kind and respectful, skillful with martial arts and swordsmanship. She is overall just, I think, the best character of the series, which is the Ragtag, the best book ever, and the third of the trilogy. Favorite song? I don't have a favorite song. Favorite artist? Todd McFarlane for sure. I think you've asked me this already. What's your biggest dream right now? I just want to live in a rural area, in a farm, and have an income out of my art. I guess that's it. What's your favorite game? Thank you for agreeing to this interview. It was really fun to have you in my show. I appreciate your presence here. Thank you very much for you being here, and bye.